Hi, this is Alex from Heroic Journey, and today I'm talking about a post I posted back on December the 16th, 2016, and it's titled Setbacks. Well, we all know setbacks happen. This one isn't as bad as it could have been, but a cascading series of failures in communication ended up with me being a little under the weather, and yeah, bang, the whole tower collapses. So now I have to build a stronger tower with redundancies. And I now have a better understanding why game shows have audiences. If you think about it, having an audience there, you could pull people from the audience, play in the game show, ready to go. Don't need to worry about a minimum number of people because you have the audience to draw from. So round one goes to inexperience. But in the meantime, here's a few thoughts about movement, specifically super speed of very fast varieties. First one is heightened speed is the ability to accelerate the character to higher rates of speed than any human can usually perform. This typically has no power or action cost to use, and since it generally increases the movement rates of the character in a game like V&V, in most cases it's primarily a movement power. However, this power does frequently include a physical challenge to causing minor wing whipping effects to individuals the speed surpasses by. Could be an example of, a potential limitation that could be associated with the power. As an attack, when a power increases initiative or even number of possible attacks, it does effectively give more offense options, giving the character more potent offensive ability. Other offensive options could include delivering many rapid-fire punches, seeking weaknesses to exploit, or even gathering information or learning at rates that would leave others breathless while taking advantage of the speed they possess. There's also a variety of defensive options for the super speedster, in addition to having the advantage of sometimes being able to move into or out of range faster than many can deal with. Some characters have hyperspeed movement along the ground at Mach speeds equal to a maximum of half the regularly determined ground movement rate, or may evade for 2 inches in normal movement for -1 to opponent's accuracy, up to the normal maximum for evasion. There are several ways to express how the character gains a bonus to movement. Many of these are tied to active intervals, as a bonus to be spread among the various movements as desired equal to 1d100 times 10 in game skill inches divided by 4. In addition, divide the d100 roll by 3 to get an initiative bonus equal to the resulting number. Another option is the character gains 1d10 times 20 to all forms of movement. See the suggested movement chart I have, not yet published. I have to do that one day. As well as reducing the interval between actions by 1d6. The character gains additional actions on agility plus any initiative bonus, plus 1d10 divided by 15 minus 1d6. Basically, 914 would be the resulting range of the division instead of the standard 15 in B&B. Other concepts include sensory adjustments that usually occur to the possessor of heightened speed as a perception of time slowing down, perhaps even to the point to where it becomes almost horrifying how slow regular humans are. Senses could be sped up, or time could appear to dilate in order to make certain they can react properly to what they're interacting with at the speeds they're moving at. An important safety feature to consider. I've got 1d6 examples of heightened speed powers here. So the first one is chasing cars. The character puts on such a burst of speed that they automatically catch up with the fleeing target within 15 seconds for 4 PR and after a successful AD20 save. Basically, it gives the player character the option of, do I want this person bad enough to where I can catch him? If the answer is yes, spend the 4 PR, you catch him. It makes the game less reliant upon the actual interaction of the mechanics, and instead just goes, how badly do you want this? Another example is a flurry of strikes, using leftover movement available to add to damage on successful hit equal to the movement available times 4 on the chart using the secondary column. This may only be used on their final attack action for the round. So basically, if the character has a movement rate of 1,000 and has a standard 15 division, has an initiative of say 45, they get 3 attacks. The first 2 they attack normally, the third one they do the flurry of punches. So that way then everything, is in the final action of the round for that character. Because they've essentially stopped and applying all their movement fighting these punches. It's a way to make sure that the character remains balanced. So that way you can't go from attack to attack to attack getting all these bonuses for damage, that would be, kind of unbalancing effect, I feel. The next concept is called Highway Run. The character can cross non-relevant areas at incredible speeds, representing more a factor of speeds than be recognized on a game scale map. So the character could, for example, go from, Opal City all the way to San Francisco in a panel. We don't need to focus on the entire, cross-country trek that only takes a minute or two. This enables the character to do some things, consult people, at basically internet speeds. The next ability is called Speed of Sound. The ability to move at hypersonic speeds without resorting to vehicular engines or other mundane technology uses. The character can move any part of his body at this speed, so in addition to movement, the character can use this speed in a variety of ways. The character moves so quickly that they can run up the side of buildings and cross water with ease, and has twice his base movement rate for travel and combat. Defensively, the character takes 1 less point of damage per die, is at -2 to be hit. And the character has a variety of offensive choices. He can add +1 pip to every die of damage he deals in a round by sacrificing his dice damage. So, mechanic may need to be reworked a little bit. I'm not quite sure exactly where I was going with that one now, but eventually I think we'll have everything converted not only into B&B, but Champions and Marvel, so that way we can provide a variety for everybody. The last concept, I believe, no, I've got more than that. The next concept is Supercruise. The character can run fast enough to traverse across water on a solid appearing surface, despite the actual properties of the material, thus lava, etc., could be moved across. The character may not move at less than half the movement speed in any turn they are over the liquid or other substance. Basically, the character can zip along, kind of pulling the Jesus Christ lizard maneuver. And it's basically the ability to cross traps or other, problematic areas at speed sufficient to where they don't have to worry about it very much. The last one I have listed here is called Warp Speed Volleyball. The initiative die explodes for the speedster, meaning that any 10 rolled on the d10 allows the character to roll the d10 and add to their initiative, continuing until the character rolls no more d10s. The character can also avoid and redirect attacks and their effects, much like a volleyball player, spiking the ball or, deflecting a hit that would otherwise result in a point. This is limited to once per initiative exploding die and costs 10 points of initiative. Theoretically, only once in 100 rounds of combat will a character be able to redirect an attack, but if they can do so, it still requires a successful hand-to-hand roll to direct the effects where desired within range. So basically, you get the ability to completely deflect a power, maybe hit an opponent with it if you can hit them with a successful hand-to-hand roll, and, have fun sort of spiking the ball in the enemy's face, no matter what the form of energy is. So basically a fun little concept to play with. And so that's all at this point, and I'm Alex Davis from HeroicTourney.com, and I want you to be the best player you can be.